Yo, what up? Week 5. How was your week? Did you have a good week? Hope you had a good week. My week was good. Sometime during the week, I'm like, what am I doing with these videos? Why am I making these? What's the point? I don't know what the point. What am I doing? So I had that thought. And then I had some other thoughts. I had the thought to actually let me do this. One of my thoughts was quote of the week. I didn't put a quote of the week in my blog, but you're getting it here in video. It's right at the beginning of this book, Flow, and it says a lot in a little bit. The quote is: "A joyful life is an individual creation that cannot be copied from a recipe." There you go. Quote of the week: individual creation that cannot be copied from a recipe. That's kind of what this quote on my arm is about from the Tao Te Ching. Um, so one of the things, when I'm like, what am I doing with these videos? One of the thoughts was I could do, in the video or in the blog, photo of the week, quote of the week. Video. I did do video of the week. The video of the week. Here you go. I'll actually put a link to the video below, so you don't have to go to my blog to get it. But it's this every fighting game type explained. It's like an hour, but it like breaks down Street Fighter all the way to now and all the different kinds of fighting games. I found it very interesting. I was never I was never into deep into fighting games. The deepest I got into fighting games was maybe like around the Tekken Tag era. Let's see, Tekken. I guess all the Tekkens up till 5. I didn't like 4 very much. I stayed pretty decent at fighting. But a lot of the other fighting games on there mentioned, I have dabbled, but never got very very good at it. I always liked watching. Was that Marvel versus Capcom? Those games, those fights look so ridiculous. Let's see, quote of the week, video of the week. Oh, the other idea I had, and I thought I was gonna start. I guess I started today in the blog post. I don't know how much I'll go into of what I wrote there, but kind of the idea of building in public. There's this idea of building in public when you're building a product or a service or something that you share your journey. And I'm kind of like, yeah, that's a good idea. But then a part of me is like, nah, because whatever I'm doing with the way of the 108 stuff is I don't think I'm going to try to make it happen quickly. Like I'm going to take my time with it. Like one of the main one big thing I want to do is just get more experience walking a person through the 108 days of being accountable with their habits, goals, etc. Because it's an interesting process. Like I'm just for example, this is interesting. I like the blog and the video being two different things. Obviously, I put the video on the blog, but something interesting, when someone is working on when they want to like turn their life around and make new habits, it's tricky because whatever the first habit they decide to do is it's not always the right habit. Maybe it's too complicated. Like the person I'm working with on Reddit, uh, one of them is, it's like you have this like idea like, oh, I want to wake up early. So then you work on that, but then it's like, oh, actually, I need to go to bed early. And then you work on that, and then you're like, oh, actually, I need to do this thing first. So there's this like weird, this is this funny process of finding out what is the right thing to work on. And I think a person can start that process and it get be discouraged because they try to do this thing and then they fail and they're like fuck it, but it's like no, you just gotta like find what the right thing for you is. So that's cool, and I'll just end here. This is the book I'm reading now. Joseph Campbell, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. It's supposed to be good. I don't know. I started it and I got bored pretty quickly, but then like turned into something interesting. So if it stays interesting, I'll finish it. And I think what I might do, I gotta like build this into my weekly process of doing things. Maybe I can do it on Saturday, maybe Thursday. But like I highlighted a bunch of stuff in this book, especially at the beginning, not so much in the middle, a little bit at the end. And I would like to go through and like take all that and distill it into a blog post or a couple blog posts if I have to, just to make like a Casey's notes version of it, where all the best insights I got from it. I know there's yeah, other people do that with all kinds of books, but yeah, I'd like to do it with this one because I think the process of going through this and grabbing what I liked and commenting on it like will help might help somebody who finds the post and reads it, but it'll like definitely help me make more things stick. So I'll probably find a way to do that. And then what I'm going to do with this other book I'm reading is transfer the quotes and stuff that I like kind of more real time. So then when I'm done with the book, I have a document I can start editing from. Anyway, that's today's video. I thought it had been shorter than this, but it wasn't. Again, hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good week. And that's it. Peace. Love you.